Hey guys, Stay Patient here. Now on Saturday I took a look to see if the Horizon Zero Dawn trophies had been announced because I wanted to be prepared for, yesterday's trophy update show. But they hadn't been at that point, so I went ahead and recorded the show. But at some point during that time, the trophies were revealed. PowerPix has posted them on his site here. And so as promised yesterday, we're going to take a quick look through now and give you guys an impression of what's required. Now I'm guessing Sony have told PowerPix not to share the hidden trophies yet, because as he mentions here, all hidden trophies regarding story and side quests have been cut out. So he does know what they are, he does know that they're side quest and story mission related, which is fine, they're nice and easy to track, but obviously we're not going to find out what they are just yet. We do have a list of all the other sort of miscellaneous trophies though guys, so we're going to take a look through now. And I have to say it looks like a very typical open world list to be honest. It's kind of interesting and nothing here looks too difficult. We've got a bunch of trophies here for different ways of interacting with and killing enemies, so using strike from above, detaching components, using enemies' weaknesses, whether it's fire or freezing, detaching heavy weapons, unlocking and using the overrides for 7 different types of machines. So I'm assuming this means that you can sort of take control of some of the machines in the game and maybe have them fight with you in battle, which is pretty cool. I know you can ride them, so maybe it's related to that. You've got to get headshots on humans, kill them with headshots. You've got a kind of collectible related trophy here that just refers to one region. So in the Nora region, you're going to have these training dummies and you need to knock all of them over. Then we have 4 trophies for killing every type of machine, basically. All of the acquisition machines, reconnaissance, combat and transport machines. Then we have some leveling trophies, reaching level 50 and learning all the skills. Now, the rest of these trophies here, they all have multiple tiers, so we're going to actually skip these because they are referred to again. These same activities are covered by, higher tier trophies. So just as an example of what I mean here, this bronze one is for scaling a tall neck, and the silver one is for scaling all of the tall necks, and all of these work in the same way, basically. So we've got to scale all the tall necks, which I'm assuming are the big sort of giraffe-looking machines, and I wouldn't be surprised if scaling them sort of unlocked a portion of the map, because of course in games like Far Cry and Assassin's Creed, all the Ubisoft open world games, there are towers you can climb, and that will reveal a section of the map and all the activities that are within that area. So maybe this is the same kind of principle. And if it is, I like that because, it's always kind of fun climbing towers in some of those games, but it gets a bit samey. So having an almost like Shadow of the Colossus style event where you need to climb up an actual creature to be able to reveal the map, that's pretty cool, That's going to be a bit more fun. Add a new layer of excitement to that rather mundane aspect of the game. Now here we've got some more tiered trophies, so we've got to take back all of the settlements from bandit clans, we've got to reach the core of every cauldron and access its info. And then these trophies here are basically the same as these. These refer to doing all the trials at one hunting ground and getting a certain mark for each one. But down here we've got the sort of trophy that covers all 4 of these basically. Earned a blazing sun mark in all trials at all hunting grounds. So you need to do every trial in the game and you need to get this mark here, which I'm assuming is like the top tier. It's like earning gold or whatever. Now in games like this, usually playing through the game is fairly simple because they want everyone to be able to enjoy it. But then for those who relish a bit of a challenge, they throw in trials or challenges or whatever. And that gives people something slightly more difficult to challenge themselves with. And so it really depends on how difficult these trials are and how strict the scoring is, whether you need to get a really high score and get a perfect run or whether they're quite lenient. So this will be the trophy that really determines how difficult the platinum is. From here, we've got to kill all the corrupted machines in every captured zone. Now there's another trophy down here. Kill all the corrupted machines in a corrupted zone. Now, my guess is that some areas in the game are just referred to as corrupted and you can't capture them. But there's a slight chance that maybe, all of the zones are corrupted to begin with and then you capture them and they're no longer corrupted. Now, if that's the case, I very much doubt it, but if that's the case, then this second trophy could be missable. So when you start the game, just try and figure out, are the corrupted zones always corrupted or am I going to capture them? Am I going to leave myself without any corrupted zones to be able to kill the creatures in? So, just bear that in mind as you're playing through. I'm personally going to try and kill all the corrupted machines in a corrupted zone early on, or at least try and figure out, how this mechanic works. Because like I say, if the corrupted zones become captured zones once you capture them, then you could find yourself without any corrupted zones left by the end of the game, and you might miss this trophy. I doubt it though. My assumption is that some of those zones are just corrupted all the way through, and there's no way of capturing them. They're just like the dark zones, as it were. But something to bear in mind just in case. Now, we also need to encounter and focus scan every type of machine. This is the main trophy that I'm going to keep in mind from the beginning of the game, because you don't want to find yourself at the end of the story with this trophy still to earn, with all the creatures left to scan, because you could have been scanning them all the way through from the beginning. So make sure as you come across any new creatures in the game, or new machines, try and scan them, use your focus scan, and just work on that all the way through, because you'll probably be able to pop that naturally if you just get used to using the focus scan, on a regular basis. Now we've got the Vantage data points here. Found and accessed all Vantage data points. Discover a strange metal flower and found all metal flowers. This one's referred to as a strange metal flower, so I'm not sure if this is counted amongst the rest of the metal flowers here. But these two trophies strike me as sort of Easter eggs, I guess. You've got the wooden effigy left by a Bannock traveller and the strange metal flower. So these seem to be sort of one-off items that you can find in the game. Like I say, kind of Easter eggs, I suppose. You've got 4 collectible related trophies here. We already mentioned the training figures, or the training dummies, whatever they were called. We need to knock all those over, but they seem to only appear in one region of the game, whereas these 4 are the main collectible ones. So you've got metal flowers, Arnax figures, and ancient vessels. Sorry, there's only 3 types of collectibles. It's just they've done the whole tiered trophy thing here again. So you've got these 3 items that you need to keep an eye out for. I don't yet know how the collectible is going to work, whether they're going to show on the map, or whether you're going to be able to display them on the map by buying maps from shops or whatever. Who knows? I'm sure it's not going to be too difficult. With it being an open world game, quite often they do give you the locations. You have to work for them, but you can find out the locations within the game, because they know that people are just going to follow a guide otherwise, so they'd rather you use the mechanics of the game itself to be able to discover them. This is another trophy that you're going to need to keep in mind all the way through the game. And I think this is possibly the only missable one in the game. So, as it says, given Alloy's actions, of course Alloy is your character, the character you're playing as, all possible optional allies join the defense. So this reminds me of some of the trophies from a couple of the Mass Effect games, where you need to kind of keep good relationships with the different races in the game so that they join you for the final battle at the end. So you need to make sure not to alienate any of the potential allies, because if you lose them, if they fall out with you or they choose not to help you, then I'm guessing that's going to make the trophy unobtainable during that playthrough, which would be a real shame. So this is like the big missable trophy as far as I can tell. Definitely keep in mind that you want to try and make sure that all of the potential allies in the game are allied with you and they're ready to help you during the final battle, the final defense. Then we've got stealth kills on machines, use a weapon coil and modifiable, and like we said before, the corrupted machines in a corrupted zone. So it doesn't look like too bad of a trophy list, guys. Just remember to try and scan all the creatures you come across here, and keep your eye out for collectibles, of course. And then this one is the big one. Make sure you keep all the allies on your side. And of course, the difficult one, or potentially difficult one, will be earning the Blazing Sun mark in all the trials in the game. So it really depends how hard they are. Anyway, guys, it looks kind of interesting. I'm really looking forward to the game. It looks awesome. Hopefully it's going to be one of Sony's truly big exclusives. A lot of the exclusives so far on PS4 have fallen a bit flat. So hopefully this one will get them back on track. But there you go, guys. I hope you've enjoyed the quick look through the trophies, and good luck with the Platinum when you do get the game if you're planning on buying it. Remember to let me know in the comments of any of my videos whether you're enjoying it, what your impressions are. And I'll catch you all very soon, guys. Don't forget to like and subscribe, of course, and I'll catch you later.